Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. I'm just here for another pool check-in, and man, this thing just seems to present issue after issue after issue. But it's not the pool's fault. I'm not going to blame the pool. I'm not going to blame the company. I'm going to blame me for not, doing everything right. I guess I don't know. But yeah, let me show you what we're going through now. All right, so remember I told y'all we put the poles on brick pavers on bricks so it wouldn't sink into the ground. Well, it seems like they're sinking into the ground anyway. So, all right, so I thought I had a leak. I definitely have a leak now. It's confirmed. So yeah, this is what we're going through now. You see the water? Yeah, you see that brick is totally submerged underwater. That one's going down. That one's totally submerged and it's going over that. I have a terrible situation right now. So what I thought it was at first, I saw this drain valve. It wasn't closed all the way. I was like, okay, cool, that's a quick, easy fix. Let me go ahead and close that. So I closed that off. There was no water. There was no water around the entire pool. And now I come out, like, it's been like this for 2 days. This is the second day that we've had water. It wasn't any water over here. All the water was on this side over here. It was like from the valve to that pole. That was all. It was just water right here. So I was like, close the valve. That water should dry up. But the water never dried up. So now so I had to start thinking more about it. There's a bigger issue. Then I was thinking, okay, it might just be pool under. So I used the shovel to kind of scoop some water out. I used that one. I used a bowl from the kitchen just to scoop the water out and to help it dry up, but that didn't work either. There's even more, came back out later, there was even more water. So yeah, now I'm at the conclusion that I have a leak now because it was just water from the valve between those poles, and then yesterday, excuse my Band-Aid, then yesterday I came out, there's more water over here. This morning I came out and there's water over here on this side, so I definitely have a leak. So what I'm about to do, I'm about to drain the pool. I don't want the water to come out here and make a big muddy mess over here. And the rest of this yard is already damp and soaked. So I'm thinking the leak is from, I don't know, it might be in the middle of the pool. It might be draining down the slope. Because the rest of this yard is pretty damp, as if we've been, yeah, see, it's soaked over here. So I don't want to mess up the neighbor's yard or anything, and I don't want to drain the pool so it could flow over here. We already did that this past weekend, but my neighbor wasn't home, so she doesn't know about that. Shh, that's our little secret. So what I'm about to do, I'm about to go buy a conversion pump or submersion pump or whatever my wife says I need, and I'm gonna have the water hose, this black water hose, I'm gonna have it go from the pool, and I'm gonna pump it to this back field over here. I feel like that's environmentally responsible. So that's what I'm about to do now. But other than that, the pool was pretty level. Before the sinkage, everything was looking good, standing up straight. The poles are even still kind of straight. The level in here, I'd say it's pretty level all the way around. I say it's pretty level, but I can't live with knowing that this brick is like this and steadily sinking like the Titanic. I'm not here for that. So I'm about to drain it once again. And actually, I think I know you can fix leaks within the pool with just like that little kit or whatever, but I think I'm about to just go ahead and get a whole nother pool. About to pack this up, take it back to Walmart, get another one, let this ground dry up in the meantime, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So first, buy the conversion pump, submersion pump, or whatever pump I need to get this water out. 2, take this pool back to Walmart. 3, let the ground dry up. And 4, make sure the ground is level again. And 5, set up the pool. I don't know, I'm also thinking about putting a tarp under it, because I feel like if we had a tarp under it, the ground wouldn't actually sink and the water would run off, and that's how we would know if we had a leak. We don't have a tarp at this point, so any water that is leaking from the bottom is going down into the ground, which is going to cause the ground to be soft and wet and be able to sink. So yeah, you don't want that. So yeah, let's go get this pump. All right, so I just got back from my local hardware store. Well, this time instead of going to Home Depot or Lowe's, I looked online, did a little research, looked around, see what I needed. It says hardware freight tools or whatever. Yeah, they said they had it, hardware freight tools. So yeah, I got the Drummond 1/4 horsepower submersible sump pump. The Drummond submersible sump pump. Says it's supposed to get out 3,000 gallons per hour. This pool is about 5,000 gallons, so it should take about 2 hours to, get it out. But yeah, I think this is what I need. I went ahead and got the sump pump discharge hose kit. I'm not sure if I needed it or not, but I saw it right next to it. And I figured, hey, they probably wouldn't sell the discharge kit if you didn't need it. I was reading on the back of here. Said it was an easy DIY installation. It had a list of everything that it came with, and I saw number 3, the check valve. It said it was not included, so I was like, well, yeah, let me just go ahead and get this kit so I have everything I need. So let's get into this. I don't know how to use this. Let's get into this. All right, so here's your sump pump. Comes in box, comes in plastic. Seems like it's already put together, basically. And the reason why I think this is what I need, because it says it's supposed to be used to remove water from the basement or crawl space. So I figured water from the pool would be the same thing. One thing I'm not sure is if you can actually set this into the water. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research to figure that out. I think you can, because this picture, this is a diagram that's on it. And it looks like they're trying to get water from here, and you would think there would be water all the way up to here. So yeah, I guess you do set it into the water, but I'm not sure if the whole thing can go. Yeah, outlet, this goes into the outlet. I'm not sure about this part. Let's see. Oh yeah, and when I bought it, the lady at the counter said you can't return it to the store for safety reasons after it's been opened and used. So that's another thing to consider. I guess if you want to take it back, she said you go through the website. So that's another thing to deal with. So I'm stuck with this. All right, so I think I've done enough research on this thing. I've read the directions. I've watched a few YouTube videos. You see, I've attached my hose kit to the pump using the little ring thing, and that's all that came with the hose kit was this hose and the attachable ring part, the silver part. I watched a few YouTube videos seeing how to use it. So it looks like you just plug it up, set this into your water, make sure this is supposed to float and this is supposed to turn it on. I guess as long as it's above this part, it's going to be on, and that's it. And this is where the water shoots out from. So I guess, you set this in there, the water seeps into here and it pumps it out. I'm about to see if that works. All right, so here's my setup. Got my extension cord running over here. See, something's got to be done, because all that water, all those bricks are sinking, all this grass out here is soaking wet. Yeah, something's got to be done fast, quick, fast, in a hurry. So I got my thing over here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not sure if I can submerge the whole thing to the bottom of the pool. So I'm gonna sit it on the step, and I'm gonna drain my water out back into that field back there. So get everything set up pretty much. Just gotta set this here on the step, plug it in. All right, sump pump going in. going to connect it. How do you turn this motherfucker on? Okay, so I got it on and running. There is no on and off switch. As long as this thing is up, water's gonna be shooting out. So yeah, I just gotta find a way to keep this up. I don't know, do I go ahead and put it all the way in? Yes, I did put that all the way in. Now, I can adjust this to flow more down there. There we go. Boom. So all this is gonna flow. This is still our property right here. Our property stops. See this fence right there? It actually goes a little bit past the fence. It goes about right here. So right here is our property line. So I'm still draining it onto our property line. Nobody owns this property right here. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with this. This land's just been sitting here for about, I don't know, as long as we've been moving here. Moved in about 2 years ago. Then they just built those houses back there. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with this land. But for right now, this is ladies' potty area right here. Nobody walks through it, no kids play through it, so I figure we're all good. But yeah, just gonna let that water drain out. Yeah, sorry it's so close to my garden. I'm pretty much giving up on my garden this year. I pretty much neglected it. I haven't checked it. I've only checked it like 2 or 3 times since I planted it. I planted it on Easter. And yeah, I haven't really been out here because of school. I said as soon as school is over, I'm gonna get back here and be more active with my garden, but I feel like I've neglected them too long. But they still look like, you know, got good growth. For those of you who don't know, I'm growing onions and tomatoes. Not sure which is which. I believe the tomatoes are on this side, onions on that side. I'm not sure. I've totally neglected it. Might start it over before summer's out, but who knows. But yeah, back to the water. Still draining. Still draining. Doing good, doing good, doing good. About to go ahead and set it all the way to the bottom so I don't have to keep checking it out here. I'm gonna leave it like that for now because that's gonna change the end of that pipe right there. But yeah, I guess we'll just let this run and I'll come back and check. It's supposed to do 3,000 gallons per hour. This is 5,000 gallons. So it should be finished in about 2 hours. I'll come back in about an hour to check on it. All right, so I just went out to check on it. Seems like it's doing pretty well. See, it's still draining back there. When I went to go check on it, it was on the second step. No, it was on the last step. You see, it's draining pretty fast, fairly fast. So I just went ahead and set it down there on the floor. Pool floaty's in the way. Yeah, I just went ahead and set it down on the ground just so it could drain the rest of that. But yeah, it's going pretty fast. It should be done within the next hour or so. After it's done draining, I'm gonna take the pool down, package it up, take it back to Walmart, exchange it for another one. Before I set the other one up, I'm gonna let the ground dry up, make sure it's level. Probably even make enough room to properly fit all of the rocks around the pool. I'm gonna do it the right way this time.